Let's roll into Pick'ems.
Oh, boy.
All right. To give you guys a recap of last week, we did not
shit.
do so hot.
Ew.
We did not do hot at all.
There were a lot of upsets.
Barrett went 5-16 in Pick'ems last
5-11.
week. Oh, yeah, 5-11. Sorry. Yeah, that's right.
That's horrible.
5-11. Seth went 5-11. 5-11 in Pick'ems. Now, these are not – if we would have just picked winners, this list would have been completely different. Well, a lot of us would have been in the positive, but there was a lot of close games and a lot of upsets, and we went with the spread.
Even though we
I
didn't bet here yet. I don't like
I also went 5-11. So it was not a great week for the Pick'ems against the spread.
But we're back this week.
We're back. This is completely different. All this.
Yeah, Billy, if you're talking about the Saints right tackle comment being top 2, you're the only person that doesn't think that Ryan Ramczyk is a top 2 right tackle in the NFL.
Ryan Ramczyk's pretty good.
I mean, name 2 right tackles above him. It's hard to name one. And the 2 best right tackles in the game are in the same division. Tristan Wirfs, Ryan Ramczyk.
Oh. Yeah, because Trent Williams is a left tackle.
A lot of good left tackles.
Yeah.
Crazy amount of good left tackles. Blindside tackles, great. That's why I think Miami needs to move Tehran over to the right side because to his blindside. Like your best tackle should be the blindside guy.
Tehran's injury not so serious, just a sore toe. So
he always gets minor injuries, and he'll miss probably 2 games for you guys this year. The rest are not good. Billy, I broke down the rest of the offensive line for you. I don't know what else you need. I broke it down for you. Up and coming right guard. He's probably not a top 10 guy yet, but he's up and coming. He's improved every single year. The past 2 years he's been in the league. Eric McCoy has easily shown that he's a top 5 center in the league. And Anders Pate, when healthy, is a top 5 left guard in the league.
Can we get off Saints offensive line talk? We've heard it 3
I
times.
get all worked up about this.
Good God.
What up, Logan?
All right. Barrett, we're going to start with you for tonight's game. Chargers versus Kansas City. Kansas City favored 4. Where are you going?
Chiefs +4.
It's -4.
It's -4.
You know what I mean. Chiefs win.
Yep.
Chiefs
Seth, where are you going?
Yeah, I'm going to take Chiefs at home -4.
KC
Absolutely.
back to back. All right, give me the Chargers to upset Kansas City here. I'm taking the money line for the Chargers.
What a clown.
You don't get money line. They gotta. I mean, you gotta cover here, huh?
Well, they're gonna win. So
I'm joking, Vance. I'm joking.
All right, the Jets versus the Browns. Matt Rule clearly lost that game against the Browns last week.
What a fucking joke, Matt Rule.
I do not think the Browns are worth a damn, but they will cover against the Jets.
Yeah, if Zach Wilson was starting for the Jets, I may here, to be honest with you. But Joe Flacco is God damn, he's terrible. Get him out of the league. Give me the Browns -6 at home.
Hey, Joe Flacco knows how to beat the Browns. He did it multiple times with the Ravens. Give me the Jets in an upset. Fuck the Browns.
Wow.
Rule should be fired. Rule is horrible. Ugh.
Yeah, Matt Rule walking home with the fucking timeout in his pocket, taking that thing to McDonald's to cash in for some McNuggets was the worst decision that dude ever made. It's a rookie kicker in Cade York, and you don't fucking ice him? Like, what the fuck is that? Yeah, I get that it wasn't the last 3 seconds of the game, but it was the last 8 seconds of the game. You're saving your timeout and the chance that Baker's going to throw one for 45 and complete it, and the receiver's not going to get out of bounds. Burn a timeout and kick a 64-yarder? No, burn your fucking timeout and freeze the kicker and play overtime. Matt Rule's a clown. He deserves what he got for that one. He will not last in Cleveland or in Carolina.
They were up by 1. It wouldn't have been overtime. They were up by 1.
Yeah, they would have won the game. I don't know. I don't understand why he didn't freeze him. Absolute clown. Matt Rule will not last the season in Carolina. Tampa Bay versus New Orleans.
Ooh.
Oh, look at this. A home dog for the Saints.
At the Dome.
Let's let Vance pick last year, Barrett. Go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to point out, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but aren't the Saints like 4-0 in regular season games versus Tampa Tom? Like,
Yes, sir.
they should not be favored just based on that. But oh boy, I'm gonna have to agree with Seth. Tampa Tom will lose, and they will be out of the B list. I like the Saints.
Yeah, you already know my pick based off of an earlier conversation. The Saints, and don't be shocked whenever the Saints win this just easily. Okay, easily going to win this at home in the Dome. Jameis might have woke up a little in that last fourth quarter. Now you obviously see that the Saints have weapons all over the field. The pass rush is going to get after Tom Brady. Yeah, give me the Saints. I take the Saints by -7 here.
Woo! Shit.
Saints by 14.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Bengals.
They're not the Patriots, okay?
Bengals, Cowboys. Seth, unfortunately, no Dak Prescott. They're rolling with Cooper Rush, although I think they should bring back Ben DiNucci. They're going.
I'm tired of hearing that shit.
Ben
He
DiNucci.
sucks.
Yeah, Ben DiNucci. I love
Ben
that
DiNucci.
shit. All right, Cincinnati favored 7.5. Barrett, where are you going?
Cincy. Cover.
Easy.
Sorry.
Give me.
Sorry, Seth. Mike is going to do everything in his power, but damn it, he's just not enough.
Based on Joe Burrow's struggles last week, I kind of want to take Dallas to cover. But with Cooper Rush, they literally have to hold Cincy to 7 points. So give me Cincy.
Hey, listen, Micah may get 8 sacks this game. He may break the NFL record, but I don't know.
I don't know. Micah rushing off the left side is like just scary to watch. He is so good at it. It's insane. Rushing off the right side, not so much. He was going against Tristan Wirfs, and when he went to the other side, he kind of dominated. But
Hey, he knocked Tristan Wirfs on his ass twice.
And Leonard Fournette knocked Micah Parsons on his ass.
Okay.
Hardcore.
Yeah, but let's get a cheap shot. Let's brag about a cheap shot. You're a running back. You were a running back in high school, so Vance's probably like, oh, I love cheap shotting the shit out of pass rushers. That's awesome.
Oh, absolutely, dude. Let
me earhole this guy whenever he's engaged in a block. Yeah, that's
crack blocking, and doing the chip as you're going out for a route. Loved them.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Premier pass rushers, like Von Miller said, should not be getting chip blocked. It's bad for the game. It should be taken out. But give me Dallas to cover.
Dang. That's a homer pick right there, folks. All right.
I believe in the defense.
The Cardinals versus the Raiders. Both teams did not look good. I'm going to go ahead and chalk up Derek Carr back on track for the MVP season. Give me the Raiders to cover here.
I actually go Cardinals cover here. I think they learn a lot about themselves with the Chiefs game. The Chiefs are a different animal. They'll probably handle the Raiders really easily as well. But I'm going to take the Cardinals with Kyler. He probably got a little earful, double XP weekend. He may stay off the COD this week. I don't know. They're testing the new one. But I'm going to take Kyler. The Cardinals plus 5.5. I don't think they win, but I think they cover.
Yep. No one confirmed if Kyler was at the event today, so we'll see. Barrett, where are you going?
I think the Cardinals. I think they cover.
Yeah, good pick, Barrett.
All right, Washington Commanders versus Detroit. Detroit almost made a comeback victory over the Eagles, but Commander Wentz looks solid. Commander Wentz does not look bad. I'm going to go the Washington Commanders to win this game. Commanders win. Yeah, sorry. I lost track of what I was saying.
Give me Detroit at home minus the 1.5. They played the Eagles really well. I think they learned from this Aiden Hutchinson bad game. Malcolm Rodriguez is a dude in the NFL. Coming out of Oklahoma State, what a guy. Motor City Dan Campbell fan at home, season going, get the momentum flowing. So Lions minus 1.5.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is Detroit's time. This is the first time they've been favored since like 2020. I mean, they get it done. Sorry, Commander Wentz, but you did win me a lot of money with that last throw. McLaurin. I can't hate on you for that. I told my wife I will not hate on Mr. Wentz most of the.
Yeah, dude. Commander Wentz. Barrett's buying steak dinners for the OU game here.
Yeah,
I can.
So, but in lieu of that, I will still pick the Detroit Lions.
All right. Carolina, can Matt Rule pull his head out of his ass as they roll into New York? New York favored 2.5 here. Seth, where are you going? Does Matt Rule pull his head out?
Or does Dayball
keep rolling?
Giants
Why are the Giants favored?
Because Rules.
Because they're 1-0 and Matt Rule's an idiot.
I agree with that. Man, God dang, dude. I was screaming at the TV.
Back.
I don't think Saquon's way back, but I'm going to take the Panthers +2. They're going to win in New York, get the Baker train going. I mean, he looked fantastic fourth quarter, got the first game jitters.
Yep.
I think he's figuring it out as he goes. He's figuring out what he can and can't do behind that offensive line in actual real-life game, like matters, snaps. So I'm going to take the Panthers +2.
I'm right there on that train. I think Baker pulls Matt Rule to the side, tells him what an idiot he is, shakes it out of him, and we get this Carolina train rolling, and the Bake Money Make show going. Give me Carolina to win this game. Where are you going?
Yeah, I'm definitely Baker looked very sloppy at the beginning. I don't think he makes the same mistakes. Listen, I think the Giants, they're going to be packed house. They're going to be live, but I just the Panthers' talent overall, I think, just is better. So I like the Panthers here for a bounce back game. If they somehow lose to Brian Big Ball DeBall, then Matt Rule needs to be fired. 0-2, Matt Rule needs to be fucking fired straight up. So,
all right,
straight up fired.
All right, get the Scott Frost.
No fucking shit. And then here we go.
New England Patriots, the noon game that is heavily favored on TV. New England Patriots versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Barrett, where are you going with this one? You taking Belichick or you taking Mike Tomlin?
Arch nemesis here. He's got fuck Steel Town and Belichick.
All right. Bias aside, man, I know there's a stat out there where like Bill Belichick hasn't lost like 2 games in a row by 10 plus points, but it's going to happen. I think Pittsburgh beats them again by 10 points. I think New England's offense truly is trash. Devontae Parker had like 2 catches for like 3 yards last week. Terrible acquisition. Mac Jones got back spasms. I don't even know if he's not even like guaranteed to play. I think Pittsburgh rallies at home. No TJ Watt. I still think their defense will rally around that injury. And I think Steelers beat Patriots by 10, not because Steelers are great per se, but New England's offense stinks. So Pittsburgh's just going to beat them by 10 points. Taking Pitt. I don't know what else to say.
Steelers home dogs.
Yeah, that's bullshit in its own right.
Home dogs. Give me Steel Town. Fuck Belichick.
Yeah, dude.
I'm a glorified Finns fan for I got to root for a team. So,
right.
Yeah, fuck Steel Town, but fuck Belichick even more.
Pittsburgh at home. Mitchell Trubisky is not the problem in that offense. Najee Harris and the offensive coordinator is. They are crushed on Najee, but I do not trust in New England's offense. Give me Pittsburgh.
I mean, and that's a fair argument.
Mac Jones is
Indianapolis,
throwing him up.
Yeah, Mac Jones is getting wild. I mean, his wide receiver core is awful. O-line, awful.
Oh. You're right. I mean, they got the defensive coordinator or whatever calling plays. Like, come on, man. Bill is done. No more magic, man. No more magic. It's okay to say it.
Indianapolis versus Jacksonville. In Jacksonville, in Duval. Seth, where are you going?
Yeah, go ahead and give me damn it. I made the crazy Texans pick last week that they would cover. All right. So give me the Jags to cover versus Indianapolis. I don't think they've won in Jacksonville in a long time. Matt Ryan did throw for a lot of yards, but the Colts did not look good for a majority of that game versus the Texans. I mean, the Texans were up by like 10 at one point. Everybody picked them to be the worst team in the fucking league, and you're going to tie them? They tied them, right?
Yeah.
I mean, good God. You go out and get Matt Ryan. You got Pittman. You got some rookies. I mean, is Shaquille Barrett the whole reason your team flows? You got probably the best left guard.
Alec Pierce, that rookie wide receiver, dropped a touchdown and a huge first down play.
Yeah, he was concussed because Matt Ryan fucking fed him to the dogs over the middle and he got smoked.
Not that first touchdown. Not the first touchdown. First touchdown was early. That was like their first drive of the game. He dropped a touchdown.
Well, instead of going out and getting a quarterback, you should go get a fucking receiver like your whole fan base has been asking you to do.
That's true.
Michael Pittman.
Instead, you're going to rely on old-ass Matt Ryan, and granted, the best running back in the league, Jonathan Taylor, you should rely on him, but you're going to have somebody to throw the ball to. And, yeah, Pittman did go off, but I don't think – it's going to be hard for Pittman because he's going to keep getting covered up. But I'm going to take Sunshine down in Jacksonville to cover.
All right. Barrett, where are you going?
No, I'm going Colts here to cover. Matt Ryan, he's going to go scorched earth. The Colts organization, they're tired about hearing this bullshit that they can't win down in Jacksonville. It's kind of like a New England Patriot in Miami
Barrett,
type thing.
It's hot down there.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like Indy is in the Northeast. I think no, Matt Ryan, and he's used to. I mean, well, no, he plays in the Dome in Atlanta, but still, Atlanta gets freaking hot as shit too. But no, I think Matt Ryan bounces back. I think if this was a Commander Wentz type team, I could see Jags beating them again. I don't think Matt Ryan loses to they cannot afford to lose this. I think out of all the teams this week, Colts can't go into Jags and lose. Sorry.
The Commanders won.
Right, the Commanders won, but I'm saying if Carson 2 sprains was still on the Colts, I think they go down the
route. Okay.
Yeah.
I got
all
you.
Right. Give me Indianapolis. Easy. Miami versus Baltimore. Barrett, the homer pick. Is it going to happen, or are you taking Baltimore here?
It's tough. You know, Miami did look pretty good. Tua looked good. But I think Baltimore gets revenge. I think they adjust for our defense. I don't think Miami has the same kind of success that they had last year versus Lamar, and Lamar's playing for his contract. I think I got the Ravens here. It's tough, but I think it's hard. It's hard, but I think the Ravens are going to eke it out. 3.5 points though. I don't know. They may win by just 3, but I think the Ravens will cover, man. I'm not. Lamar.
What the hell, man?
Yeah. Right.
I mean,
what the hell?
Seth, where are you going? You believe in? Do you believe in the noodle? Or you going Lamar?
Pick them up every week. The noodle, Jesus Christ, we gotta stop.
I've got Fins cover. Fins win. Okay.
Wow.
I don't think Ravens are that good. I think Jets really they're starting to sink. They need to get better. They're young. I think, like I said before the year even started, I think the Jets would be good in a couple years. I don't think they're there yet, especially Flacco playing quarterback, obviously. But the Ravens struggled last year. I mean, they got beat down by Miami. You're obviously going to watch that film and you're going to try to replicate that thing. I don't think Lamar can get it done versus that Miami defense. And then Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, man, that's what you got to say about Miami. So give me Miami to cover.
That's true.
All right. I like I like Baltimore to cover in this one. I think Miami stays in this till the end, and then Baltimore gets a game-winning tud at the end to kind of take this one home. That's where I'm at with that one. Atlanta versus LA. I will keep riding the Atlanta train in the Mariota cock. Give me Atlanta to cover, not to win, but to cover this 10.5 spread. Barrett, where are you going?
I think the Rams come out and dominate them. I got the Rams covering. I think they just completely make a statement here and just absolutely pound Mariota's ass. So,
Seth, what you think?
I'll take the Rams to cover as well at home. Bad loss versus the Bills. I think they're come out and they're going to play good ball. I think the Falcons aren't who they were. I think the Falcons' true identity isn't what they were for the first 3 quarters of the Saints game. I think it was that fourth quarter whenever the Saints finally figured it out and just started slinging the rock all over them, scoring at will, basically, and then stop Mariota whenever it was big and needed. They relied too much on Mariota's legs, not enough on his arms. So, yeah, I'll take the Rams minus 10.5. It's a big spread to take.
Seattle versus San Fran. Geno versus Trey Lance. Geno looked very, very good in that Denver game. Trey Lance obviously had to play in the mud and the rain, so we didn't really get to see the true showcase that Trey Lance can put on.
Yeah, we did. He stinks.
Yeah. Seth, where are you going?
9.5 feels like, from what we saw from Geno, 9.5 feels like it's a lot of points.
That is.
I'm going to take San Fran minus the 9.5 here. I'm not even going to give you a reason.
Barrett, what you think?
Seahawks. Niners suck.
Barrett, remember for everybody watching at home, Barrett is very biased against the 49ers because the Dolphins have that pick. So he will see him bidding against the Niners and calling them stinky all year long, based purely upon that. So,
yeah, pretty much. Trey Lance. I just don't think Trey Lance is good. So,
all right, I am on the same train. I think Jimmy G will take over the starting job about halfway through this season. Give me Seattle. Give me Seattle to cover. I don't know if they win, but if I'm a betting man, I'm taking Seattle to cover.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, Denver versus the Texans in Mile High. Denver favored 10 points here after the Texans just tied against Matty Ice. Denver did not look great against Seattle. Russell Wilson is a check down machine. Holy cow! I've never seen a guy throw the ball 5 yards in a cloud of dust before like that in my life. That was insane.
Yeah, that was.
I remember the young Russell Wilson days where he would uncork that thing and just let it fly. But man, he is scared.
He doesn't have the arm anymore.
Go.
I agree. Russell Wilson doesn't have the arm. He doesn't. Did you? Jerry Jeudy had to improvise to get that touchdown on that deep ball, and that thing was like 40 yards in the air, if that. Russell Wilson's arm strength is gone, so Mile High helps because the ball floats. The high elevation going to help him get a little more air into the ball. But give me the Texans plus 10.
You're taking Texans to win.
Plus 10.
Oh, sorry.
I don't think they win, but I definitely think they cover 10.
All right, Barrett, what do you think here?
Listen, all these supposed good teams that lost, the Rams, the Broncos, they're going to be out to prove something. And maybe even the Colts, okay? And of course, the Bengals and stuff like that. But I think the Broncos at home, listen, they got to make a statement too, man. So I think the Broncos cover. I think they beat the living shit out of the Texans. We are who they thought they were. So
I agree. I think Russell Wilson completes 40 passes, all 5 yards. But Denver wins this one. 10. Give me the spread on Denver. Sunday Night Football, Chicago versus Green Bay. Green Bay got their asses handed to them by Jay Jettis and Kirk Cousins and company.
That's an absolute.
Chicago got a big win in the mud. Justin Fields looked solid throwing the ball in the rain, in the slop. It was kind of surprising to see him get alive out there. But Green Bay is going to just absolutely demoralize Chicago. Aaron Rodgers owns Chicago. Luckily, they're not playing in the Windy City, but at Lambeau, A-Rod versus Chicago, give me A-Rod 100% of the time. Seth, what you think?
This was a little tough for me. I'm not even gonna lie. I want to take the Bears to cover. Fucking give me the Bears to cover. Just because I don't know what Aaron Rodgers and the Packers are. You have those young receivers, obviously Christian Watson. I mean, just blows a 75-yard touchdown right out that gate. So that was terrible to watch. I think Minnesota is definitely better than the Bears. I have Minnesota winning the division, but I think the Bears can cover it. I don't think that, like I said, I don't think they'll win, but I think they can cover 10. It's another one of those Denver Texan thing. I think they can cover.
All right, Barrett, where are you going?
Same thing as Russell. Aaron Rodgers goes scorched earth. Justin Fields, even though he's a pretty good fantasy sleeper, as mentioned before in earlier episodes, Green Bay will cover.
All right. Buffalo or Tennessee rolls into Buffalo here. Buffalo favored 10.
Oof.
I absolutely love this spread, and I'm willing to offer an alternative spread at 21. I think Buffalo just blows the fucking brakes off Tennessee here, and it's not even going to be close. Look, King Henry, I don't know why the fuck they didn't run the ball more. Maybe, but beats me. They wanted to rely on Tannehill's arm, get the 2 rookie wide receivers involved. Robert Woods didn't even –
Dude, Robert
don't
Woods
know where he was.
You can drop Robert Woods, dude. Target share.
Yeah,
is a
if
big
he's on
thing.
fantasy, yeah.
Yeah, he's straight ass Chiefs.
Gone. Buffalo by 21 if I had to give an alternative spread. Barrett, where are you going?
So I'm picking this game. I'm basing it on Buffalo's next opponent, which is the Miami Dolphins. I think Buffalo beats Tennessee by 10, and that sets up a huge matchup. And so Bills, they're going to continue the train, and I'm hoping, we'll see what happens next week. But for this week, nah, I'm sorry, Bill Johnson. Your Titans just stink like I said they were going to, and Bills destroyed them.
Yep. Seth, where are you going?
I think the Titans had to abandon the run. I mean, 21 runs for 82 yards. That's not really good. I mean, it's decent. But when you're in a game that you feel like, hey, I need to move the ball down the field, you're going to abandon it. Derrick Henry, is he losing a step with his injury? I don't know. I'm still going to take the Bills minus 10. I will not take the 10 spread to cover this time. The Bills should absolutely rock the Titans shit, and I think they will. Josh Allen will be MVP this year, so go ahead and give me the Bills.
All right, Vikings versus the Eagles. There's 2 Monday night games: the Tennessee Titans or the Buffalo, and then Vikings versus the Eagles. Barrett, what do you think here? Vikings roll into Philly and take this one, or fly Eagles fly? Oh, you're muted. You're muted.
This is a yardstick measuring type of game here. A big ball type of game, probably considering to some the game of the week here on Monday night. Give me the Vikings to keep it rolling. Get fucked Nick Lamb with your Eagle bullshit. Sorry, Jalen Hurts, but I like the Vikings here.
Seth, where are you going? Fly Eagles fly, or are you
No,
sticking-
fuck the Eagles. Justin Jefferson's going to eat them alive. Give me Captain Kirk to lead this team into a 2-0 record. We're going to take Minnesota Vikings here.
Wicked, wicked, wicked. Give me fly, Eagles fly, baby. The secondary's too good. Jay Jettis is still gonna get his yards. Don't get me wrong, he's still gonna get his yards. But it's not gonna be like it was last week. He's not gonna scorch them for almost 200 yards in the air here Kirk Cousins ain't going to scorch this. The pass rush is too good. The secondary is too good. Jalen Hurts is not necessarily a throwing quarterback. But A.J. Brown and company, I don't see a person on the Vikings defense that can go step for step with A.J. Brown. Give me the Eagles to win this. Easy money. This game, I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout, but Eagles are going to win. If I'm a betting man, taking the Philly.
I mean, Augusta Air could have guarded Devontae Smith last week because that motherfucker didn't catch nothing.
Oh, yeah. He was donutted.
Yeah, they lost. I think pretty sure they lost Derek Barnett for the rest of the year to an ACL. So there goes a big time piece of their pass rush. Darius Slay isn't what he used to be.
Come on.
Come on. He dropped an easy pick last week. That climb. So yeah, 35 points to the Lions. We'll see what the Lions are. I believe in the Lions, but 35 points to the Lions doesn't scream to me that they're going to be able to stop the air raid that is the Minnesota Vikings with Dalvin Cook running the football. So yeah, come on.
Okay. Wow.
We addressed this already, Nick. You clown. Okay. You're a little late. Show up to the podcast on time if you want to roast Dallas. Show up to the podcast on time.